This recipe is very easy to make and is so delicious. I learned this secret from a chef. You want to stay to the end of this video so you don't miss out on any step. That being said, you're welcome to Treasury Kitchen. I will start by adding 200 ml of evaporated milk to my bowl. Then I will go in with 1 egg. I also added 1 over 4 cups of granulated sugar, half tablespoon of active yeast, half tablespoon of salt. I will mix my wet ingredients together. Important note, make sure your milk is warm so that you can activate the yeast. If you don't want to use milk, you can use warm water. After whisking my wet ingredients together, then I go in with 2 cups of all-purpose flour and I'll mix it together. At this point, make sure you mix gently so you don't overmix. This recipe requires 4 cups of flour, so I'll add in the flour bit by bit and mix together. Once I get to this point, I will remove my mixer and go in with my spatula. I'll use my spatula to mix everything together. Once it's getting harder, I will then use my hands. At this point, I'm going in with my vegetable oil. The full ingredients and the measurement will be listed in the description. Do well to check it out. Make sure you mix gently so you don't overmix. Once I get to this point, I notice that the spatula is getting harder to work with. Then I will go in with my hands. But before then, I will go in with the last cup of flour and I will use my hands and mix it together to form a dough. I will knead this dough for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I will knead my dough together. Once the dough becomes soft, then I will allow it to rest. Make sure you knead your dough very well because this is one of the most important parts in this recipe. Knead your dough till it's soft. Are you seeing how soft this dough is? If you can notice, guys, my dough is not looking white. The reason is because of the type of vegetable oil I added. That's why it's having this color. So let's continue. You transfer your dough back to your bowl. Cover this and allow to rise for about 1 hour. So once that is done, you transfer your dough to a working surface and divide it into 6 equal parts. So guys, let's deviate a bit. I want to ask this question. Voiceover and normal music playing in the background and write up, which one do you guys prefer? For me, I prefer voiceover. I don't know if you prefer voiceover or normal music and instruction on what to do while you're watching the video. Now back to the video. Once you divided into 6, then you take one after the other and mold it like this. You shook the edges inside and you mold it round. You use your hand to make it smooth, just as you're seeing me doing in this video. Then you drop it. You repeat the process for all of them till once you have exhausted all, then we will now start the main one. Guys, if you've watched to this point, I would really appreciate if you can give this video a thumbs up, give me a comment. I would like to know where you're watching from. Subscribe to this channel and you can also share the video. So that being said, let's continue. So once you've mold everything like that, then you bring out one after the other and you roll it out. You have to roll it very flat. Once you're able to achieve that, then we are going to bring out the shape that you saw at the beginning of the video. You know, festive period is fast approaching and this recipe is one of the recipes that you can recreate with your family and friends because it's very easy to make, it's less time consuming, and it's something that you would love to make with your friends. Even the shape alone is very easy to do. So now let's make out that shape. You just have to roll the dough from the beginning of the dough to the end, just the way you're seeing me do in this video. Roll it gently from the beginning to the end, just the way I'm doing it in this video. If you can notice, I'm taking my time. I'm not in a hurry. Just like that. Just roll it. As you are rolling it, you're massaging it round like that. Once you get to the end, then you roll it together. As you are rolling it, it will be expanding. You will control your hand so that you will not just roll one side. If not, one side will be bigger than the other side. So for it to be equal, you have to be distributing your hand from beginning to the end, from the beginning to the end, just like this, the way I'm just doing it in this video. I'm going to repeat it again so that you see what I'm talking about. But just pay attention. Are you seeing the way I'm rolling it? Just roll it like this from the beginning to the end so that all parts will be equal. So once you're done with that, then you fold it like this. Take it to the front like this and fold it. You first of all fold the edges round. You fold the other edge like that too. Then you fold them together just like this. Very simple and very easy. Like this, you see it, right? Then you use your back of your palm to press it so that it will be looking like love. Are you seeing it? It's looking like that animals. So look how beautiful it is. I'm going to repeat the process so that you understand it better. Just roll it out again like this. Make sure you roll it very flat because the flatter it is, the better for you to work with it. So you make sure you roll it flat. I'll be mentioning rolling because that is what we need here. You just have to be rolling it. Roll it like this gently to the end again. It's very important for you to take note of this part, because if you make mistake this part, it will not turn out well. So you just have to distribute your ends from the beginning. If you look, this one is very long because I took my time to roll it out. The more you roll it, the longer it become. So you repeat the process again, and there you have it. This one is even looking more finer than the first one we did. That's why I used to emphasize on the rolling. Once you are done with all of them, cover and allow to rest for 20 minutes. Then after 20 minutes, you transfer to your oven. But you first of all have to preheat your oven using the temperature of about 180 degrees Celsius and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. If you are using your local pot, you can also bake this for 1 hour. Using your local pot, bake for 1 hour. Then allow to cool down and transfer to your tray. You can also fry this, but you're going to use more oil to fry it so that it can fry from the inside to the outside. So it will not be half done. So, but I prefer you bake it, and the taste will not be the same. The frying from the baking, it might have different taste. So the recipe require you to bake it, but you can actually fry it though. So I'm going to sprinkle mixture of sugar and cinnamon on top and eat it like that. The taste, guys, is something else. This tastes real good, real delicious. If you bake it, please come back to the comment section and let me know how your own turned out to be. I really want to know, guys. Thanks for watching.